female or male therapist. I'm a 29-year-old male. Things I want to work on include, but are not limited to, addiction, depression, social anxiety, and procrastination. When I was young, I had a female therapist, and I've always been comfortable with older women, though more anxious around women in general after a bad breakup 6 years ago. However, I've never really had a strong male role model or perspective, so I'm leaning towards thinking that might facilitate the most growth. Any thoughts? Hey, so my name is Ayala. I'm a modern psychoanalytical relationship specialist, and this question has been on my mind also. So I'll give you a personal story and how I relate to this question of should I have or should you have or pick a male or a female therapist. So I started my training to become a modern psychoanalyst 10 years ago, let's say, just about 10 years ago. And I've been working under modern psychoanalysis for about 10 years. And one part of the training that's mandated is that you have to see a psychoanalyst once a week minimum throughout your whole training. So I've been with a female psychoanalyst this whole time so 10 years. So I know that's going to come to an end soon, just as when you were younger, you had a female therapist and that came to an end. And I've had in my mind, when that does end, do I go find a male therapist or do I go find a female psychoanalyst, or why does that matter? So this is the same question that you and I both have, slightly different angles, but same thing. So when I think about it, there's a part of me that also wants to have a male psychoanalyst just to have maybe a different perspective, maybe learn something differently. And I think that's good, right? Because males and females are different. But we also had to make sure that the personality who we're going to see as a therapist or as a psychoanalyst is the one that we need. And I think that's more important. Like, male and female matters. That definitely matters. But it's about the person you're with that matters more, and what kind of relationship you can build with them. So when I go find a new psychoanalyst, I'm going to make sure I know enough about them that I'll be able to choose. And if they're male or female, will be part of that choice. But I'm going to have to know, basic things like how long have they worked and things like that. But I'm going to go read if they've published things, or I'm going to go see speeches that they go speak about. I'm going to see what their specialty is and what they deal with and what they're good at. And you mentioned a couple things that you want to deal with, procrastination, addiction, depression, social anxiety. So you can go look for therapists on psychologytoday.com or different venues like that, and see some therapists that work with addictions or depression, anxiety, or procrastination. And then you can get a list of them and then look deeper into each one of them. And then you might say like, oh, these are 3 that I like. And then there's just a male that you seem to click to because of what they've written or what they said, or maybe you called them on the phone and said, hey, just want to have a quick talk. And it really worked out for you. Then choose that way. So that's the best way I can answer that. And the best way I'm going to deal with that, or how I'm going to deal with that so far, that I may lean towards a male psychoanalyst for myself, but I also had to know they're the kind of person I can create a relationship with, that I can deal with the things I want to deal with. And I will recommend that for you. So I hope that helped.